Okay everybody, there's a lot going on in this episode, so come along as we hit the road from Cooktown and finish up at one of the most unexplored geological features on Earth, which David Attenborough once described as the 8th natural wonder of the world. Welcome to another episode of Winging It Down Under. In this one, we leave Cooktown and tow our little house on wheels down the Mulligan Highway, past Lakeland, which a day earlier was on the verge of evacuation due to bushfires. We go through Mareeba, back onto the Atherton Tablelands and stay a night at an excellent donation camp at Rocky Creek War Memorial Park. So we're just staying here for one night. Hang on, before we go any further, there's a cheeky little cockatoo in this episode. See if you can spot him. They have some signs and lots of plaques around the place, and these plaques here are all focused on the artists at war, so that's something a bit different. So it's really nice. They don't have any water or a dump point, but that's okay. Okay, so this actual memorial park here used to be a hospital site. For nearly 50 years, the hospital site lay abandoned and forgotten except in the minds of those who served or were treated at Rocky Creek. During World War II, the Tablelands area became the largest military base in Australia, and Rocky Creek was the site of the largest military hospital in the Southern Hemisphere, a 3,000-bed hospital that treated over 60,000 patients from 1943 to 1945. During World War II, Rocky Creek was the site of 2 hospitals, a convalescent depot, a malaria research laboratory, ambulance services, kitchen, laundries, workshops and its own railway station. It was home to around 3,000 personnel and about as many patients. So there used to be a kitchen here. Each hospital and military unit prepared its own meals. All these stones here have plaques on them about different military battalions. Australian Field Ambulance, 1941 to 1945. 51st Battalion, Australian Imperial Forces, South Africa. This memorial is dedicated to the personnel of medical units who served in this Rocky Creek area from 1942 to 1946. Amazing. Didn't even know this was here. So after an overnight stay at Rocky Creek Memorial Park, we set off the next morning along the Savannah Way and further inland towards a little town called Mount Surprise. We did get a little sidetracked though and decided to take a short detour to investigate the old tin mining town of Herberton. So this is a really old historical mining town. A lot of the buildings aren't here anymore, but yeah, interesting. In those mountains in the background over there, they're all full of tin mining shafts. Okay, we're going to check out the mining museum. This is John Newell, the father of Herberton. Far North Queensland, 1880, the Palmer River Gold Rush was coming to an end and the miners were on the move. We're going in the mine. Oh,
Oh, look at that. Fluoro comes up in it.
yeah. Willemite. Willemite. Opal. They've got opal in there.
Mm.
That's really cool, isn't it?
That is cool.
I didn't think copper was like that
I didn't
inside.
either.
I thought they'd have to smelter that down, and
Oh, wow.
somehow it turns out to be copper.
So that's copper.
It's a
Yeah.
solid rock of copper.
Yeah.
And isn't that copper too?
Yeah, that's copper. Yeah.
It's
Wow.
copper as well. Just inside it, actually looks like copper, eh?
It's just,
This here
that's just
is-
like pure copper.
This is copper ruby or copperite. Look at that.
Oh, yeah. See the red throw.
Wow. That's awesome. I love that.
I think it's too soft to facet it, though.
Really?
So I don't know what they'd use it for.
Copper ruby.
Wow.
It's
That's
beautiful.
quite amazing, that.
So this
Oh,
one
not too
here
bad.
Oh, a
is
little bit
not too bad.
tin, and that one is pewter.
Pewter, yeah.
Very interesting. That's a big block of lead.
Oh, look at that with that one, little one.
But that's amazing. I didn't
Isn't
know
it?
it was.
No, it's just like a block of copper.
And that's what tin looks like. One
So it's just
ton of iron is only $350. A ton of lead is $2,200. What else have we got here? That's it. Ton of tin is $24,000. It's full on in this museum. They've covered every aspect of mining. A saying sought to measure just how much valuable metal was in a sample of ore. Now this is really interesting. It's got the ore, the raw ore,
what it's
and
used
it
for.
tells you what it's used for when it's been refined and processed. So this copper, that's copper, malachite copper to make money,
Cables. Electric cables.
cables. What else have we got? Silica makes glass.
Glass.
Oh, hang on. Diamond makes
Yes. Diamond saw.
diamond ring and diamond saw. It's really interesting.
That's cool.
Oh, there you go. You found a toy. He's found a toy to play with.
I always need some sort of machinery.
He loves machinery.
Flowing.
Oh, that's a stamper going.
It's good, isn't it?
Now what have you got? The sluice? Sluice is going. So this here is a kibble, which was used to raise ore from the mine. Oh, hello, he's found another toy. Oh, right. What is this, Steve? A dredge.
Red bucket line. And then we've got the trommel.
Oh, yeah, the rumbler.
Yeah.
Gets all the rocks out. All the rubbish out of it.
Yeah. And then we've got the shaker and the separator.
It's just a pulley,
Conveyor belt.
conveyor belt.
That's awesome.
So you can get alluvial tin, same as you can get alluvial gold. You can pan it in the creeks. This is all about the sluicing and panning. Really learn a lot when you travel, don't you, Steve?
You do. Yeah, amazing. Like these young kids that are travelling with their families, they will learn a lot of Australian
Yeah.
history and stuff they wouldn't learn in schools, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
I didn't even know they mined tin here.
No.
Well, there you go. You can
There you go, you can have a pan.
try your hand at tin panning.
Just work it around a little bit and just tilt it away from you under the top of the water and just backwards and forwards all around in a circle just so that that sand is washing off.
Yeah,
the top. And just keep going until you start seeing a little bit of black around the edges.
It's a bit like gold panning, isn't it?
It's the same.
The same,
Yeah.
yeah.
Is that tin, that black
That
stuff?
black stuff is tin.
Oh, wow.
Very
There
good.
you go.
That's really
All
good,
those
that.
sparkly bits in there are
Yeah.
fool's gold.
Right.
Right.
So it's a water pump.
This is a water wheel constructed by 44-gallon drums and fence pickets. I guess the miners didn't have much money and they had to use what they could. That there is the stamp battery. So you can do some walking trails to go into the mining area. So in all these hills around here are heaps of old tin mining shafts. This is a shaft right here, just outside of the museum. That was a good stopover. I'm glad we came here.
Yeah, that was really good. Really interesting.
We always find different, interesting, hidden away stuff, don't we, Steve?
We do.
Back on the road to Mount Surprise.
Yep.
Keep it coming. That's good. Yep, now just come straight back. Yep, perfect, Steve.
So tell me this, guys. We're the only ones travelling around Australia that still use the old level to level up the caravan. The old roof and level.
Come on, guys, we can't be the only one.
Absolutely spotless on. Gas is on. And so I ran some cables through the caravan and hooked them straight up to the battery, these ones here, and put my solar regulators inside right next to the battery. So that way I can hook up my solar panels and walk away from the caravan a bit and get power. Give it a go to some batteries. Nice campground, isn't it? It's a nice spot here. There you go, nice breeze. There you go, little birdie. Morning everyone.
Morning, everyone.
So we are today going to the Undara lava tubes.
Yeah,
which
we're gonna be tourists today.
going to be tourists today, which Dina's been looking forward to for a long time. I have seen them a long time ago, 40 odd years ago, so I'm actually looking forward to it myself.
Because you keep talking about them. So
I keep talking about them, so Dina's desperate to see them. So today we're going to go and see them.
So we're gonna set Yummy up.
So Dina's just going to set
Yummy
Yummy up for the
can't
day. Got the aircon going for him.
There you go. You can't come out. This is his last toy.
Oh, it's his last toy. Oh, I'll have to
Yeah,
make
so-
some more. He loves his toys.
Here's your toy. Oh, Yummy,
What are
you
you
can't
up
come
to?
out. Come on. Oh, Yumma. Come on, baby. You want to cuddle? You want to cuddle first? Oh, you're a cuddly boy. Normally you go straight in. Come on. Come on. He doesn't want to go.
He's not playing the game today.
You sooky birdie. You sooky? Come on, you have to go in. There you go. Come on, in you go. In you go. Hey!
He's chucking a seagull.
You chucked the seagull.
Yep.
Right.
And we're off.
So we left our camp at Mount Surprise and drove 50k down the Savannah Way to arrive at Undara Volcanic National Park. We parked up and made our way to reception to pick up our tickets for the guided tour. Here we are. We found the reception.
Hello.
So most of the buildings here are actual old rail carriages,
Yeah, it's interesting.
including the gift shop. Let's go and have a look. We had a bit of time to squeeze in another sneaky coffee before we joined the tour to see one of the oldest and longest lava tube systems on Earth.
You can see there on the left, there's a huge lava rise. Mountains of lava that's just built up. It's been spat out from the volcano.
As our tour guide drove us to the lava tube site, he talked about the Undara volcano eruption that happened in this area 190,000 years ago. We spent the next 2 hours learning all about these magnificent geological features as our tour guide took us on an amazing journey through the lava tubes and explained how they were formed. After our tour, we decided to tackle the Kalkani Crater Rim Walk to get a glimpse of the breathtaking views over the volcanic landscape and lava plains. So that's the crater down there, nice and green. Oh, yeah. That's a little peewee you can hear. And this is the view from the on the other side.
Yeah, wow. Far as you can see.
Yeah. Look at all that forest.
Yeah.
Like, look at it all.
And all those little, they're all volcanoes, eh? All those little rises you can see.
Yeah, in the distance.
What did you say? There was 75,
72
72
volcanoes in this area. So that's the national park. So our tour guide said that, you know, all the train carriages they use for the restaurants and accommodation and all that.
Yep.
Well, the owner of the property, back in 1980, early 80s, he went to Mariba and there was an auction and he bought all of these train carriages. He bought the whole lot and brought them to his...
Freighted them up here.
Freighted them onto his, what would you call it, cattle property. And then he started making this into a tourist destination because there was a lot of people who were inquiring about, you know, what are these lava tubes all about, and can we go and have a look? So he started showing people, and then he started doing it like he made a proper tourist destination out of it. And then and David Attenborough came along to suss it all out. And then
the government turn it into a national park, or they had discussions with the government to turn it into a national park so that it wouldn't get vandalised and
graffitied and all
the rest of it.
So thank God, they did the right thing there.
Yeah, it's very good because there is no graffiti anywhere around here. It's really good. There's been no vandalism.
So that's why there's all those train carriages there.
Yeah, they also use them for accommodation as well.
Yeah. So yeah, that's interesting. So he started it off, and now Discovery Parks, they bought it off him, and now they're managing it all. So that's a little bit of history about how it all came about.
I tell you what, but it is, I reckon it's about 37, 38 degrees walking through here at the moment.
I think it was going to be 37.
Yeah.
So
easy.
How good is it? We've got aircon when we get back home.
Oh yeah.
And we've got a swimming pool.
Oh, roger that. And some cold beers in the fridge.
Yep, so we're set. Well, thanks for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. And if you'd like to see more of our videos, don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.